Very good morning to students of Standard 7th. We have just started our revision part before this corona came, and when your school were just to be closed for the smaller classes. Okay, we have started these things and we have also finished some of the, we can say we have just finished most of the portion of this chapter in the revision. Okay students, today there is a last topic, that is 10.6, and its name is breathe under water. Okay, breathe under water. Chapter 10. Now, we can just imagine that till now we have finished many more things also, and in previous years, in a previous year in standard 6th also this topic came in science. If we try to remember this topic, what that we have studied in standard 6, then we can just recall it here and we can learn more about here, about the breathe in underwater, or can you breathe under water, or which animals can breathe under water, or whether they are breathing or not, whether they are taking oxygen as inhalation and taking out carbon dioxide as an exhalation. Do the plants also respire? So these all are the questions that comes in our mind when we just talk about that can we breathe in underwater? Do we humans can breathe under? Do animals which are living on the land that they can breathe under water? So these are the many questions that arise in our mind. But if we talk about all these things, then our answer would be no. Why? Because human beings and animals cannot separate the oxygen from the water that is dissolved in the water. But the fishes and other aquatic animals which are living in water, they can separate the oxygen that is dissolved in the water. If we think about that, then we can say that they can survive in the water, because what is the reason behind it? The reason behind it, there is a reason behind it, because they can just separate the, or they can just take that oxygen which is dissolved in the water. वाटर में अगर ऑक्सीजन डिजोल्व होता है, वो खींच के वो अपने बॉडी में ले सकते हैं कौन? तो कि एक्वेटिक एनिमल्स. बट दैट प्रोसेस नीड वन ऑर्गन, इट्स नेम इज गिल्स, that is present in all the aquatic animals. Now, if we talk about the gills, now there are some aquatic animals who are not, means there is not presence of gills in them. If we talk about the whales or a dolphin, okay, so they don't have that. What they don't have? Dolphins don't have gills. Then how they are just living under the water? Then how they are just surviving under the water? That is a big question. Whenever you see that, if you have seen any movie, or if you have seen any pond or a lake where dolphins are kept, for seeing other people coming there and watching the dolphins and giving some snacks and all these things. In foreign countries, this is you can see in the foreign countries. Okay, so what the dolphins do? Dolphins, when they are in the water and when they need the oxygen, they just jump over the water, on the surface of the water. or they just take out their mouth over the surface of the water, or they just swim on the surface of the water. At that time they breathe, okay, they do the process of respiration when they are on the surface of the water, and again they move in the water. But they can survive for many hours in the water without breathing. So these are the examples that the aquatic animals which are having gills and which are not having gills can breathe in both the ways. The fish and all these things, they are having gills, so they can breathe in the water only under the water. If the dolphin, if we take an example of a dolphin, then dolphin cannot breathe under the water, but they just come out on the surface of the water and breathe, and again they moves back in the water, and they can survive for many hours in the water without breathing. So God has gifted all the things to everyone as per their requirement, as per their environment, okay, as per their habitats. Okay, God has given everything to each and every living organism on this earth. Now, gills. If we talk more about the gills, then what happens? Now, gills helps the fishes to take that oxygen which is dissolved in water and to circulate in their body. Okay. Now, gills also are the projection of their skin. Means they are on the side of their mouth. They just come out from the skin. Okay. They are not, we can say, they are not different part. Okay. प्रोजेक्शन मीन्स के स्किन के अंदर से निकला हुआ एक पार्ट हुआ है. गिल्स गिल्स का प्रोजेक्शन का मतलब क्या होता है कि गिल्स जो स्किन होती है तो स्किन से ही जुड़ा हुआ एक पार्ट है, तो उसका नाम क्या है, हमें गिल्स हमें उसे कहते हैं. इट इज़ अ प्रोजेक्शन ऑफ द स्किन. नाउ गिल्स आर सप्लाइड विद द ब्लड वेसल्स. Now, you will study more about the blood vessels in our upcoming chapter, that is chapter number 11, transportation in human or in living organism or human and animals. Okay. Blood vessel includes arteries, veins and all these things. Okay. We will learn more about the blood vessels in upcoming chapters. Here, we can say that gills are well supplied with the blood vessels. Okay. So there is also circulation of the blood in the gills to stay alive and to perform the activity of exhalation and inhalation of the oxygen and the carbon dioxide. So these were the points of the aquatic animals, how they are breathing under the water with the help of the gills, and gills are also the projection of the skin only, and they are supplied with the good blood vessels. Okay. So these are the 3 points that you can remember in the 10.6 about the aquatic animals, how they are breathing and which organ helps them to breathe, which organ helps them to breathe under a water or respire. Okay. So these were the 3 points that we have just I have just taken from the 10.6 about the fish, or we can say the aquatic animals. Now second point is that do plants also respire? If plants will not respire, then what will happen? Then there will be a less amount of oxygen that is produced in the environment. There will be a less amount of rainfall on the earth. Yes or no? Yes. अगर प्लांट रेस्पायर नहीं करते तो वो डेड हो जाते हैं. अगर डेड हो जाते हैं तो बारिश भी कम होगी, क्योंकि प्लांट्स ही नहीं है तो बारिश कैसे आएगी. अभी जो ग्लोबल वार्मिंग का हमारा प्रॉब्लम है तो वही यही चीज़ पे डिपेंड हुआ है ना, कि प्लांट्स ग्रो मोर ट्रीज टू सेव योर अर्थ, वरना ग्लोबल वार्मिंग बढ़ जाएगा. नाउ देयर वाज अ रिपोर्ट दैट one of the report was also said that Dubai, or we can say United, yes, Dubai only, that now most of the icebergs, जो आइस के जो बहुत बड़े बड़े जो पहाड़ थे ना जो पानी में, आर्टिक ओशंस और लाइक दैट इन Atlantic oceans and all these things, they were having a big icebergs. Okay, now they are going to melt because of the global warming. Okay, so this was only the information about the iceberg, that because our topic moves towards the global warming also, and the plants, do they respire, do they take out the oxygen, or they take in the oxygen, or they take out the carbon dioxide, or they take in the carbon dioxide inside. What is the process? They breathe like us, or in a vice versa way? That we have to see here. Now see, plants also take in oxygen and take out carbon dioxide. Okay, when they just taking the oxygen, what happens when they take the oxygen inside? When see that when other human beings like us, when we take in oxygen, it helps to break down the glucose into CO2 and the water. Okay, now the plants also take in oxygen. Now sometimes have you heard that, have you heard about it or not, I don't know, but people are, or our grandparents are saying that don't sleep under a tree at night time. But there is a reason behind it. Sorry, there is a reason behind it. What is the reason? At night time, the plants also take the oxygen from the environment. Only the people tree is there which gives 24 hours of oxygen to us. Otherwise, all the plants also take in oxygen to make the energy in them. Each and every different branches, leaves, roots, stems, okay, all these parts of the tree can independently take in oxygen and take out the carbon dioxide. अगर आज हमने एक ट्री देखा है और उसको हम नीम ट्री का एग्जांपल लेते हैं, नीम ट्री का, अगर नीम ट्री हमारे पास है तो वो क्या करेगा, उसकी जो लीव्स है उसको अगर ऑक्सीजन की ज़रूरत पड़ी तो वो क्या करेगा, इंडिपेंडेंटली दे विल ब्रीथ द ऑक्सीजन. ओके, अगर ब्रांच को, अगर रूट्स, नीम ट्रीज के रूट्स है उसको ऑक्सीजन की ज़रूरत पड़ी तो वो क्या करेगा, रूट्स भी ब्रीथ करेगा अपने हिसाब से. दे आर नॉट डिपेंडेंट ऑन leaves or branches or stems or roots. They are independently, they are doing their job of taking in oxygen and taking out the carbon dioxide. They are taking in oxygen. वो क्या करते हैं, वो ऑक्सीजन लेता है, फिर क्या करते हैं कि एनर्जी उसको जो चाहिए वो एनर्जी बनाते हैं और फिर बाद में कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को रिलीज कर देते हैं एट नाइट टाइम. इसलिए हमारे जो ग्रैंड पेरेंट है ना, तो वो कहते हैं कि आप रात को जो झाड़ है, जो पेड़ है, उसके नीचे मत सोया करो. तो एग्जैक्टली ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स वेर नॉट नोइंग अबाउट दिस प्रोसेस, दैट दे आर टेकिंग द ऑक्सीजन and throwing out carbon dioxide, okay, but they were just knowing about that you should not sleep under a tree. But there was a reason, but there is a reason behind it why we should not sleep under a tree at a night time. This is the reason. Now best way or the best thing in the plants, it is that I have found in the plant that they can breathe independently. हमारे शरीर में क्या होता है कि हमारे एक प्रोसेस होती है कि पहले नाक से हवा जाती है अंदर, फिर विंड पाइप, देन इट गोज टू द लंग्स एंड अदर थिंग्स, एंड देन हार्ट एंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स. ओके, ये प्रोसेस होती है कि ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि आज मेरे हाथ को ऑक्सीजन की ज़रूरत है, एनर्जी की ज़रूरत है, तो डायरेक्ट ऑक्सीजन, मेरा हाथ ऑक्सीजन ले लेता है, फिर यहाँ पे एनर्जी बना के वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड थ्रो कर देता है। ऐसा नहीं हो सकता हमारे बॉडी में और एनिमल्स में भी। पर यहाँ पे क्या होता है, अगर किसी पार्ट ऑफ अ ट्री को ज़रूरत हुई, किसकी ज़रूरत हुई, तो क्या ऑक्सीजन की ज़रूरत हुई एनर्जी बनाने के लिए, तो वो क्या करेगा, वो अपने आप से ही ऑक्सीजन एनवायरमेंट से खींच सकता है। दैट इज द बेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ दिस रेस्पिरेशन इन द प्लांट्स। Okay students, so you should remember that what is the best part in the trees also, they can respire first of all. They are also having the process of inhalation and exhalation. In inhalation they take in oxygen, and in exhalation they take out the carbon dioxide also. They produce energy in them also. Then third point is that they independently can breathe by themselves. Okay, when you see or you have studied in chapter 1 or standard 6, I don't know, that is given in your textbook, but when you see any leaf of a tree, then you can find a tiny holes or a porous holes that is present in the leaves. Why that tiny holes are present in the leaves? They are known as a stomata. Okay, it is known as a stomata, tiny porous holes in the leaves. And why there is presence of a tiny holes in the leaves, or tiny porous holes in the leaves? Because they helps to exchange the gases. Which gases? That they take in the oxygen and take out the carbon dioxide. And one more thing also it helps. Which thing it helps? It helps in evaporation also. Okay, the water which is not needed by the tree, that water is thrown out from the leaves with the help of this stomata. Okay, हमारे स्किन, हम अगर हमारे हाथ की स्किन और हमारे हाथ पैर की स्किन हम अगर देखते हैं, अगर मैग्नीफाइंग लेंस से हम अगर देखें, तो उसमें भी आपको स्मॉल स्मॉल पोरस दिखेगा जहाँ से हमें पसीना निकलता है। तो वही पसीना कि वही पानी इस लीव्स के थ्रू ही निकलता है। दैट वी आर कॉलिंग इन अ साइंस एज इवापोरेशन। दे आर थ्रोइंग आउट द रेस्ट ऑफ द वाटर। ओके, रेस्ट ऑफ द वाटर इज थ्रोन आउट बाय द लीव्स. That it is this stomata helps in that also, and it also helps in the exchange of the gases, oxygen and the carbon dioxide. Now root. Now we have just talked about the trees and the root. Root also needs energy. So when the energy is needed, there should be a oxygen in them. So they also respire, or they also breathe, or they also take the oxygen. Roots independently they take the oxygen that is present on the environment. When the roots are present under the okay, these are the roots, we can call it. Okay, and this is the soil. Okay, and there are small holes on the surface of the soil, that you also know. When you will see the soil, at that time what happens, you will also see there is a porous soil. Okay, means there is some tiny holes present on the soil. Okay, from there they take in the oxygen, and throws out the carbon dioxide. Okay, so the roots also need oxygen to generate the energy, and they take the oxygen from the environment by the help of the porous holes that is present on the land. Okay, so this is the respiration in the aquatic animals and the plants. Okay, so there are a few points that I have written in the plants also, that we will just discuss here. Oxygen is used to break down glucose into CO2 and water as in other organisms. That we have seen. We have seen the anaerobic and the aerobic respiration. In that also we have seen, with the help of oxygen the glucose is breakdown, okay, and without oxygen also glucose is breakdown, okay, in other organism. In plant each part can independently take in oxygen and release CO2. That we have just, I have just told you just now only, that the plants can breathe by themselves, and all the parts of the plants independently can take in oxygen and take out the carbon dioxide. And there is presence in leaves also, there are tiny holes which is known as a stomata, porous holes like, okay, stomata. It helps the tree or a plants to exchange the gases, okay, oxygen and the carbon dioxide, or exchange of the gases. And root also need oxygen to generate the energy. So roots also breathe, or we can say they also respire, okay. Now they have just asked one question about it, that when you overwater a plant then what happens. कभी आप किसी भी प्लांट को बहुत ज़्यादा पानी आप डालते हो, उसमें प्लांट को आप देते हो, तो क्या होगा. डू दे रेस्पायर. Just think and say to me also, okay. That is the question that is asked to you also, the students. When, see, it depends on the land, okay. First of all thing, that it depends on the land. When you put more water to the plants, the porous land, or the, yes, porous land, it will, the holes which are present on the land, that will be, there will be no holes, because we have put more and more water. So there will be difficult for the plant to breathe, okay. There will be difficult of a plant to breathe, because the porous land which were present before, but pouring more and more water to a plant at the same time, it will close all the porous or the holes that is present on the land, and it will be difficult for a plant to breathe, and it will die after some day. If you will pour today, you have poured more water, tomorrow also more water, a day after tomorrow you are pouring the water through a month or through a week, then after some time you will see that plant will be dead, because they are not having need of water that much, and you are just pouring this all the things, you are pouring the water day by day. There should be a gap between when you are pouring the water. If you have poured a water today, then there should be a gap of 4 to 5 days, and after that you can once again give a water to the plants. That will grow a plant in a best way, or you will get a plant grown in a best way. So that question was asked in the textbook also, and that I have just explained why you should not pour more water every day to a plant, okay. Just enough water should be there, little water as a plant, or if there will be a tree, if there is a coconut tree, then coconut tree needs more water. So you can sorry, so you can give more water to that coconut tree. But if there are flowers and small plants, then they need less water. So as the plant is there, you can give that much water to that plants, okay. Requirement of that plants, requirement of the water by the plant, you can give them water like that. So this was our chapter, that is chapter number 10. It respiration in organisms, and we have just completed our chapter here, the revision of 10th chapter, and we will start a new chapter in next lecture, okay students. Thank you. Be happy, be healthy, eat healthy, okay, and stay at your homes. Thank you and have a good day. And you can take a screenshot if you need some points to be written in your, or if you want to remember some points of this 10.6 breathe under a water, then you can just take the screenshot of it. I am giving you 2 seconds for it also. Then we are just concluding our lecture, or we are finishing our lecture here. Thank you students. Now have a good day and stay at your homes only. Thank you.